The tail of the tape for our next fight pits two hungry competitors. Dustin Winterhalt at 4-0, weighing 170 pounds, fighting out of Cincinnati, is being confronted by Nikolaos Boscarino, weighing in at 173 pounds, fighting out of Dayton, Ohio.
Different disciplines come in because we know as from a boxing background, when someone presses forward like that, that's when you step off and work angles.
Right.
And, you know, I know you've worked with me personally and a lot of other fighters and saying, hey, you know what, your footwork comes first. Your footwork and understanding angles is the primary objective to be able to put yourself in the right position to strike.
Well, these guys physically look very similar, almost they could be brothers.
Yeah, they both got the wrestler look, very stout. And, you know, I know they both have wrestling background, so let's see how it goes. Touch gloves, and they're ready to go. Good movement out of both of them.
Righty against the lefty.
Caught a knee, trying to take him down.
Dustin goes down, he's trying to suck that knee in.
He's pushing, he's going to work him all the way over to the fence.
All right.
And he's got both legs now. He's got a double leg. It's just a matter of time until he gets him pushed back all the way, and there he goes.
Dustin Winterhalt, again, is another one of those fighters that I think has a lot of talent and a lot of potential to do something in this game.
He has a 4-0 record right now, and so hopefully for Dustin he can push it to 5-0, but he has got a tough opponent in Nikolaos Boscarino standing in his way tonight. Boscarino is doing a good job trying to use the fence, use that leverage. See him reaching for it with his toes. He's trying to shrimp out and get that knee in there. He wants to pull guard again. You know, one of the things I think a lot of people overlook is when you're on your back, if it's guard, if it's you're on the back of the position, or you're in side guard or whatever, you've been side mounted, you have to stay active and you got to continue to roll up on your side. Or even if you're a guard, you want to try to set up and pass, or set up and get submission, or, you know, all kinds of different things. And you see him trying to turn into him that we can get that inside knee in. Now they're more of a north-south position, but
Dustin's doing a pretty decent job trying to work knees there. Oh, he's about
nice turnaround.
Nice, very nice reverse. Very nice.
He bridged up and spun right over top. Oh, had a bit of a crucifix there for a second. Old wrestling style pancake.
Dustin is using a lot of energy right now.
He sure is. That could come back to haunt him in the next round and the round after even, if the fight goes that far.
I do know that Dustin is in very good shape. Trains right next door to my gym, and he trains in my gym sometimes. He's a very tenacious trainer. He works very hard.
So he looks like he's still trying to sink that or suck that single leg up. I mean, and
he's resting a little bit, recovering. There he goes. He's just allowed Nikolaos to accommodate his movement and took him back down to the ground. Again, inside position, side mount. Now back into guard, almost butterfly guard now with him.
Trying to pull guard.
Nikolaos trying to work some elbows. Dustin trying to throw some hands from the top, keeping his head down and protected.
You know, like you hear Rob say, you know, he's in a butterfly guard, partial butterfly guard. A lot of people think he just can't get that other foot up. That's a technique. Sometimes people want to keep that leg in. It allows you to slip down into half guard if need to be real quick. Dustin scoring some points there, being aggressive. Now he's completely passed and he's over on the side.
You know, I like this fight. It's very evenly matched.
It is very evenly matched. Hopefully Dustin, for his sake, can get flattened out here. And hopefully for Nico's sake, he either gets up on his side and gets in. He's doing a good job of using that cage to turn himself around.
Yes, he is. These guys are scrambling. Very exciting.
Very technical right now.
Nikolaos up and working.
Oh, he's punching. Fortunately, we can't see it. Nice takedown.
Nice takedown.
Nice takedown.
Double leg, down on the ground, half guard.
He's striking. He's scoring some elbows there. Nico did a good job opening up, and Boscarino did a good job opening up and throwing some
Dustin
punches.
needs to pop that leg through.
But that's sometimes a danger. You open up big time punches like that and square your hips up. You can't hardly defend a good shot, especially from an experienced wrestler. A good takedown. This round's about to come to a close. Been a very even round. Mostly with Dustin Winterhalt on top. Some good punches coming in right there. Some good punches. That one went across the nose. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a little hurt from that one. He better hold on. He's doing a good job defending himself now, but he better hold. Oh,
nice.
That might have been a different story if there's another 45 seconds there, Rob.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I would say that he probably was truly saved by the bell there. I think 15 more seconds of that, and he may have been stopped. I really don't know on this. Back into round 2 here. Dustin Winterhalt and Nikolaos Boscarino.
Again in top control. You see Boscarino using the cage to turn around and get in a north-south position. He's got a nice little move he does there. He gets in north-south position, bridges up, and he spins over top. You see him trying to do it there again. And that would definitely have to take some strength, especially some core abdominal type strength to be able to hold on to a guy, bridge yourself up, and spin over top like that. Don't you think, Rob?
Yeah, absolutely. A majority of this fight has already taken place on the ground. And Boscarino spent a majority of it on his back. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. He hasn't done a whole lot. Dustin's been a little more effective with his ground and pound and submission attempts, but Boscarino's going to have to try to mount some sort of offense, either from the ground or once he gets back up.
And I think Dustin did the right thing there by pulling Boscarino from the cage. You can watch him work to get his feet back on the cage. That is what he needs to do. A lot of times you want to stuff the guy in the cage, but in this instance, it might be best for Winterhalt to pull him away from the cage. That looks like it's his sole move that he's trying, is to use that cage to spin around.
See, this is a point right here where I would be having Dustin take his elbow and work his elbow back down into where his neck is and separate his head from his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand.
If he was pushing down on that, he would lose a lot of his strength and leverage out of his arms to control his head the way he is.
Right. Put that pressure right on the throat. That's a good idea. I mean, a lot of times you see guys smothering, lay down on their face, smothering, put his head in a bad position. And you see what he did right there. He broke his hands open.
Yep, yep.
He may be having some kind of, reverse arm triangle or something. I'm not real sure. Whatever it is, he let go of it. I say the ref might stand him up here if they don't get more active. I think he's giving him a warning right now. And there's the move again that he uses. He pushes off the cage. He's spun to get his back. And Winterhalt again trying to suck that leg in. Winterhalt not in much danger there as he's keeping his head. Nice takedown. You know, the whole time there, Rob, he's keeping his head, chin tucked down, his head tucked away. Can't get a choke, can't punch him.
He's fighting smart, too. When he's lost control twice on the ground and then reestablished it and regained it both times. Dustin, I'm speaking of.
Now he's got to see if he gets his hooks in. Oh, he spun. He lost the position. Probably should have got one hook in before he spun around and got the other one in. But he did a phenomenal job of, once again, maintaining that leg. He's got to watch his back of the head. He looks like he's striking the back, his side of the head there. That's awfully close to the back of the head. Seam still got that half of a butterfly guard in. You know, you do a lot of things on elevators. I think that was an illegal kick. He's down on his knees. I don't think you can up kick when his opponent's down on your knees, can you, Rob?
No, you can't. Not when you're on your knees.
That was an illegal kick, and they may have just graded it as a push-off, but Going to stand him up. Both pretty tired here. Whoa. Yeah, that was a little. Rob, you got more experience.
He's going to get a point on this one. Then he should. He should.
Wow. I don't think we really have to say much. Everybody, you can hear the crowd.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you have fighter experience or not.
He didn't win a lot of fans on that one. Well, if Dustin wins this round, he's got a 10-8 round. Yeah.
And he did it again. Touch gloves, and he punched while he's touching gloves. Not good sportsman.
No, he's out of frustration, too. He's not able to do Dustin's stuff and everything he's doing. And that's a sign of frustration. It's also a sign of character.
Yeah. And, you know, as a trainer and a coach, you don't want a fighter representing you that way. And it's a shame, too. I mean, he's a skilled fighter. Boscarino's shown skill here. And to do something like that's just not good. And you see, again, he's using the feet, and he's going to twist around. That's what he likes to do here. Use the feet and twist up top. He purposely gets in north-south position to be able to work this move right here. It sounds like there's about 10 seconds left in this round. We're definitely going to go to the third round here.
End of round 2.
You can see the frustration here in the Boscarino. He's pretty winded. I would say at this point he definitely needs a knockout. Not only has
Winterhalt, he lost the first round, and I think he definitely lost the second round, especially with the point deduction. So you're right. He would need a knockout.
Well, we're getting close to the main event coming up. Billy Mojo Horn, town favorite here in Cincinnati, Ohio, fighting Josh Bring the Pain Haynes. 3-0 record versus a 9-9 pro record. And Rob, you've worked with Mojo Horn quite a bit, am I right?
Yes.
How's he fare for this fight tonight?
You know, I got to be honest with you. I'm not terribly well educated on Josh Haynes. So I remember a little bit of him from the Ultimate Fighter show. I've seen him fight maybe one time and don't remember a lot of it. I don't remember him being a terribly skilled guy. I remember him being semi-good at a couple different things. Mojo, to be honest with you, on the same page is, I think this is going to make for an interesting fight because I think Mojo has got some decent skill in a lot of different areas. His stand-up is pretty decent. His his kicking is pretty daggone good. His jiu-jitsu is very good. So I think, you know, he's not going to be a pushover. Josh Haynes just think he's coming in here and fighting some Midwestern blown-up record pro. I think he's going to be rudely awoken. But let's hope that Mojo is in shape. Let's hope Josh is in shape, and let's hope that we've got a little bit of a lasting fight to hopefully make up for some of the early round knockouts.
Yeah, I agree. I talked to Josh Haynes for a few minutes earlier this evening, and he said that, you know, he's trained hard to be in shape, and he wants to come in and make this a quick fight. You know, he wants to try. He doesn't want to be a marathon like some of the other fights have been. You know, I told him that, you know, Mojo is a very skilled opponent, so we'll see what happens.
Josh Haynes was when he first came on the scene with the Ultimate Fighter show. Wasn't he a heavyweight?
I can't. He was either. I think he might have been a light heavyweight.
No, I believe he came down from heavyweight. I believe at one point he was something like around 260 or 70 pounds or something.
Yeah, he may have been. I know he lost a lot of weight. I don't know what weight he was on at the Ultimate Fighter, but he's definitely dropped a tremendous amount of weight.
Nice.
In life in general. Again, here you see Boscarino worked the north-south position. He likes to spin and try to use the cage. Now he's rolled over his stomach, and he's got his hooks in. This might be Boscarino just giving up a little bit here. And he might just not have anything left in the tank, and he's just going to let this one in quickly. But Winterhalt might punish him a little bit for what Boscarino did earlier. So let's see here. You got to be careful not punching the back of the head or get a point taken. Boscarino's covering up. He's not really defending himself, but his punches aren't really landing.
The ref is looking at this pretty closely.
Punches aren't really landing. He's flattening him out. That's over. He's not even trying to finish. Nice. He's just laying there.
Dustin Winterhalt picks up a win.
Moves to 5-0 as a pro.
Round 3.
Another win for Team Vision. Good sportsmanship from Dustin Winterhalt, helping his opponent up. And folks, we're getting ready for the main event. You can see it here. Everybody's starting to get very excited. Mojo Horn, Josh Haynes in the back warming up, and I'm sure they're going to put on a show. It's a fight that could go the full 3 rounds. It's a fight that either can knock them out. Josh Haynes has got power. Mojo Horn's got sick Muay Thai, and very skilled in that way. So if he can let some of his leg kicks go, it could be an even match.
And the winner, in 2 minutes and 22 seconds in the 3rd round, due to tap out by strikes, and the new interim 170-pound champion, Dustin the Winterhalt.
New interim 170-pound welterweight champion from Team Vision, Dustin Winterhalt.
Unbelievable appearance here tonight.
Team Vision is located right next door to Boxing for Fitness.
Yeah, it's in Oakley, between like Oakley and Madison.
And Team Vision's 30, right next door.
Yeah, right next door. So one address over.
All right, Dustin, that was a long one. How did you feel, brother?
Man, he was strong as hell. Yeah, hey, fight's a fight. That dude was tough, man. I give props to him. Thank you for taking the fight. I called him last night. Asked him if they would take it. Much props to him, man. He's tough. I'd like to thank Jason Radke, Supplements, House of Pain, Team Vision, man, everybody I train with, Jordan, Roger,